Hey guys, it's Checo Kings here, and today I'm going to walk you through the project for Closer, which is now out on Bring the Kingdom and Hexagon. Here's a preview.
Baby, won't you come a little closer?
So, you're probably noticing that I'm not working in FL Studio, and you're probably wondering that. And so, when I was coming around with this track, I thought I'd challenge myself by making a track in a DAW that I don't usually work in. And I've used Logic in the past, and this helped to boost my creativity. So, the first thing we're going to look at first is the synth. You've probably already heard the track, so I don't have to play these all through. You can see here there's a lot of processing that's involved. A little bit of Saturn for a little bit of that saturation. Valhalla for the reverb. A Pro Q3. I do use a lot of it in this project. The presets are actually, I think they're from various packs that I've picked up. Yeah, it's from a producer school pack, which I definitely recommend. I don't know which pack it's actually from. It's been a while since I've actually looked through packs. Valhalla again, Endless Smile, just gain. You can see that in the lead section. We've got a bit of decapitator for some distortion. We've got the glue just to glue it all together. We've got some OTT. We've got two Q3s, kickstart and gain, and yeah, that's how the lead's done. The next thing is the synth lead, which is the tech house lead. All that is just some OTT here, 42 on depth, just a little tweaks here and there. Some Saturn again for some saturation, a Q3 just to do some cutting of the low, doing a low cut, and then doing a little bit of a high shelf to boost. There is a simple delay there. There's a kickstart to the sidechain in it. Sidechain's important, and there's transient shaper just to get those transients, make them hit a little bit more. Vocals, you probably wonder how I do my vocals. Same premise as what I've done in all the other ones. Decapitator for the distortion, OTT, a little bit of displacer from kilohertz, Q3 obviously to do some cutting the lows in the vocal, bit of OTT for the compression, Saturn again for some saturation. Q3 is probably it's obviously doing some more cutting the low end, but yeah, more Valhalla for the reverb on the vocal, so it's not just dry. Kickstart to sidechain it because we do it in the drop, and then some more Q, this is just cutting some highs out of it. I think it's a little bit less for the main vocal over here, so it's just OTT, a disperser, Q3, and a gain. There's a lot of serum in this project, some more like producer school presets, which just a lot of producer school stuff that I'm really enjoying using. Mainly just cutting and giving saturation and compressing for all of them. And I'm doing a lot of panning, make things, not keeping them just at 0. I'm panning them around to try and get them to sound good. We've also got some chords that are done. I believe this is the Fabian Reserve one. Simply just leaving it bog standard as it was set up in the actual preset, and then essentially just cutting some low end around the 113 hertz, cutting that, and simply just panning each layer of the leads of the chords, sorry, panning them to the side. We've got the Reese bass. It's not a Jacko King song if you don't have a Reese bass in it. Simply it's just the bass engine from the Producer School pack. I've used a lot of Producer School stuff in this track, so yeah, some decapitator as well, just to do some distortion, some OTT for that, giving it the compression it needs, and doing some. We're doing a low cut here, about 57 hertz, and we also do a high cut around 798 hertz. To be honest, I ain't going to go into the technicalities here, but it just sounds clean. I use Better Maker in this track, mainly because it adds that sparkle in the track, and makes it just sound better, and that's why it sounds really, really big and fat when you listen to it on various different audio systems. So yeah, same premise. We've got decapitator there, OTT, Q3 doing what I'm not going to repeat myself, say it's just doing various things. But yeah, we're on to the drop part. So we've got a lead widen over here, some little alter boy, and some decapitator. Yeah, we're doing some various little things. We're doing some pitch and formant shifting, some simple delay over there, and some decapitator for that. And yeah, in the processing, you're noticing I'm doing decapitator, some glue to glue together, OTT, and doing various other things. But other than that, yeah. So basically, it's essentially just the same. So I'm doing a lot of Q3 and all this and that. The vocals there, while I use the EX S24. So yeah, Q3 sat and just generally just cutting and saturating and compressing with SSL channel from Waves. But yeah, there's not really much else I could really talk about this track. Yeah, I hope you really enjoyed this tutorial. If you do want any more from me, give me a shout over on my YouTube channel, but also you can give me a shout on Instagram. I'm looking to try and do some more content, producer-based content. So yeah, thank you for tuning into this tutorial, and yeah, hope to hear all your support on the track for Closer, which is now on Hexagon.